I just got a call from Jen from work. Our friend Valerie, who you guys saw her cats the other day, is having an issue with her window. I guess maybe the lawn guy came through and like mowed the lawn, and a pebble shot out of the lawnmower and hit her window and like cracked it. I don't think it's broken or shattered, so we're on our way over there to, or it's just me and this piece of cardboard are on our way over to her house to take a look at it to see what we can do to make it safer for her so that she can actually like use her door and everything, because it's the window in her door and she has dogs that jump up at the door and stuff like that, and oh, it's a rental, so she can't just replace the window, so she has to have the landlord do it. Ooh, our old house is a mess now. Oh yeah, look at that, it's shattered pretty darn good. Oh, I'm breaking it even more. I can actually like flex the glass. Safety glass though, so that's good. Making a mess. We got her all taken care of. She's all wrapped up with cardboard and trash bags and stuff because it's getting ready to rain, and that window is going to come out. It's going to fall out because it had already shattered, so it's just kind of just barely in there, and the rain and the wind and everything tonight's going to blow it out. So we put some cardboard on the inside to make sure that no glass blows inside, and then she's got bags on either side to keep the rain out and to kind of gather the glass as it falls out, so there's not so much to clean up. Fun tip from the TimTracker, now you know what to do if your window gets broken right before a storm and it happens to be safety glass or tempered glass. If it's regular glass, it's kind of dangerous. Just put some cardboard over it on both sides, then put bags over it, because probably more than likely cut you pretty bad. Something that I've gotten into a bad habit of is telling you guys something that happened like after the fact, after it happened, and so I'm gonna try to stop doing that, but there's a few things that I have to tell you first that already happened that I didn't film for whatever reason. It was like stuff that happens in the moment. I need to be like, oh, I should film this right then and there. Usually it's stuff that happens like first thing in the morning, so I'm not like, this one thing is something that happened first thing in the morning. So I make bread. I make bread a lot. This is one of the last loaves that I made, I think. One of these ones down here, and you can see this is the top of it. It like caved in around the top. Now I know 100% why that happened is because I started using a different recipe. It's not too different, but it takes some finesse, because what happens is the bubbles get so big from the yeast letting off whatever gas the yeast lets off, that there's not enough bread substance to support these bubbles, because they're getting pretty big. But that's what makes the bread really good. That bread is amazing tasting on the first few layers, because those bubbles are so big and the bread itself is so thin. Once it gets out of the bottom, it tastes like regular bread, but up top it's like a ciabatta. It's amazing, super fluffy, and like when you cook it, it's like, if you toast it, it's like an English muffin. It's amazing. But when it expands to the top and it hits the top of the whatever that thing, bread machine, it collapses in on itself, so I lose like half the loaf. I think I have a way of changing that. It's really kind of counterintuitive, because it gets huge inside of there, but I think it's getting huge because there's not enough flour. So it's trying to expand, or it has the ability to expand because there's not enough weight holding it down. So I'm going to do, instead of 3 cups of flour, which is my normal, 4 cups of flour. And yesterday, this was another thing that I should have showed you when it happened, but I didn't, because I got kicked out of that Publix one time for filming in it. But this is the flour that I got to use. Some sweet, sweet premium whole wheat flour. Unbleached and all that other good stuff, right? I think it's unbleached. I hope it's unbleached. But oh my goodness, whole wheat banana bread sounds awesome. We're going to make that. 1 cup of sugar in it. That's amazing. We're not going to make it right now. We'll make it eventually, when I'm not on my diet anymore. Stupid diet. I totally forgot. The whole reason that I showed you that was because the recipe that I use, the way that I do it is I put half the sugar, the little bit of the water, and all of the yeast in first and let it do its thing, like start to bubble up and get activated. Then I put in all the ingredients, including the rest of the water and the flour and stuff like that. I want to do this with honey instead of sugar and whole wheat flour, so it'll be a honey wheat bread. It's gonna be awesome. I'm convinced of it. If it's not, I don't care. I'm gonna continually say that it was so awesome. Today is my first Friday off in like a really long time, and it's awesome, but I just sat down on the couch and I was like, It's 11:13 and I'm falling asleep. Man. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price. Whoa.